take for Horsey to come back. He kind of just ran off on his own. I kind of wish there was better, like, when it runs off, there was... I know, it was just clearer. Like here I can say, go and load the bags and return to me, or return stables. When he just auto runs off, I don't know what's the order given. Unload the bags and return to me. Okay. There's my stuff. Some people were having issues with things glitching. Like, they couldn't... it seemed like things weren't turning off. But it all worked out. I want to say this place looks more expansive than I remember. crack me was returned. We should have brought a weapon right now. It seems we're really as effective against. We're as effective against each other. Can't articulate it. Basically, I can't hurt them, they can't hurt me. We're about as effective in the fight against each other, you know? Blueberries, red berries. You have a pickaxe. See the ring. Wonder if you found something I misplaced. No, nothing here. Maybe the ring isn't within the cemetery. Maybe it's the house is just outside. I got very worried. No, it's meant to be down here. Yeah, I don't see it. I'm gonna get going. Ring may have been removed. It is a bit much for early starter zone. I think I got multiple copper from the single mine there. Excuse me. Copper refining, haunted peg. Iron refining at 35. There's water in it. You could drink it if you really want to. So, does everyone really give off weird, like, blue like, clouds because they drank some water? It sounds like a really inconvenient world if that's the case. You're like, you're at a restaurant, it's going well, you take a sip of water and weird blue clouds come off you. I suppose in this world it'll be normal, but it's just like, I know it just feels like intrusive. perfect. Horsey will come back automatically. Perfect. If you were to mine at the other side, you can always just force them to respawn, and you can do it quicker, basically. You don't have to do trips by yourself. This one always has a ton. I need to be careful I don't just fall asleep here. I actually did that once during one of my sets of Soul Ash. I fell asleep. I thought I paused it. Ended up, well, I hadn't. Ended up falling asleep. Woke up like 3 hours later, checked, and was like, oh, cut it out. I actually do have that. That's a separate video. Decided as a joke, I'll render those 3 hours out as a sleeping with Palanai. As I decided to coin it. Oop, that's gone. In no hurry to die. It's very tempting to go get a drink right now. The last cup of coffee had a bit more blood in it than I intended. I bit my tongue while having some crisps, and went to take a drink of coffee. Then was like, there's an odd taste in my mouth. Here, let me get some tissue and spit. Out comes a ton of blood. The coffee seemed fine. I still had it. It's my own blood, but on principle of the matter, I prefer rather bloodless coffee. This is a really good place to gather copper. Really good place. I guess when you get multiple bits of ore, you get the XP for both, which is quite nice, really. I've had other games give similar effects, and you only get one piece. One piece of ore. Or maybe it's simply that the other bit doesn't get to despawn before the other bit comes in. Maybe that's all it is. having this pack mule here with you really does make it easy. Alright, let's pick some red berries. Some being a very low amount. But yeah, the coffee looked fine, but it's probably got unlucky and got some blood backwash in it. Once I get copper refining, I can stay out and mine for ages. The guide was one of the people commenting on that Steam post saying that, oh yeah, once you like the horse will come back quickly enough before you need to like empty inventory again. And I was thinking that's not really true. You know, it's you have to empty it like once. You know, in the meantime. But if I can like the horse delivers Horsey delivers 15 items, but that's 15 item slots. If the thing stacks, then you can deliver more. So if I can, like, if each of those things stacks to 3, and I have 2 slots taken up by a thing, so it's the rest of these full of copper. 1, 2, 6, 10, 14, 18, 22. So 22 slots by 3. 66 copper. I can deliver 15 of those slots. So 45 copper at thing. It's definitely going to be back before I get another 45 copper. Cue music, I like it. But this really does have a RuneScapey vibe, though it does come with like a lot of quality of life improvements that I wish the actual RuneScape had, honestly. The limited run speed is, oh, that's a killer. Like, it's hard enough to get around, but then not being able to run much really does drag things out. Ah, horsey. God. I have 105 copper. And I can bring that up even higher now, like I said. Once I get this skill, I can carry 66 bit of copper in my inventory. And then there's this bag, and then there's that. So I can carry more. So it can store up to 5 items. That's potentially increased to 15. If it counts each bit of copper individually, then it's still 5. But if it counts it per copper stack, then it's 15. Fuck. That is expensive. Much more expensive than I'd anticipated. One, two. Okay. Healing potions do go for a lot. To see someone seeing it as a way of making money. I wonder, alchemy store. Any interest in my copper? Before you ask, no, I do not have a lot of potions. Such things are old wives' tales, and can you imagine how highly unethical they'll be if they actually did exist? Indeed. Remember Harry Potter? It's been a long time since I read those books. A long, long, long time. I read them when it came out, basically. When a book will come out, Mum will be pretty prompt about buying me the book and giving it to me. And sometimes I'll read it that day. Entire book. Maybe over a day or two. I'll read the book. I have first editions floating around here somewhere. Not sure what condition some of them are in, to be fair. Some I think were left up at my nan's house. And after Nan passed, her husband refused to ever light a fire. And so a few things did go with the cold, constant cold in the house, a bit of damp. A lot of things fell decayed, basically. Had to throw out some old furniture we tried to salvage from the place. Like I had an old wardrobe in my room, and but there was like woodworm in it, so had to go. But wasn't Voldemort's mom drugging a guy with a love potion, and then he immediately like fuck off the moment she stopped drugging him? The book does entirely glaze over the fact that she was doing so. As far as like, it's been so long. When I would read it, I'll just voraciously go through, and some stuff would stay with me, others wouldn't. So I've never got to go back and double check it because I don't know where my copy of that book is. A friend confirmed that was a bit. He had apparently done a reread of it not long before I brought it up. So yeah. Just whenever I think of love potions, I always think of that bit where like they bemoan like, oh, if she hadn't killed herself, Voldemort wouldn't have ended up the way he did. Yeah, no, he would have just ended up the wizarding world's greatest date rapist. You know, taking after dear old mom. Like she drugs a guy for a year, has her way with him, and believes he actually loves her. No, she was just a fucking criminal. What again offers the most common tonics to boost mind and health? Brew them yourself? Gosh, now I wouldn't even know where to begin. Source them from here and there, all confidential, mind you. But if you must know, the Sporwick sisters in Haywin know a thing or two about alchemy. Right? Where would I find them? One of them is a teacher at that pretentious academy on the other side of the marketplace. I think the other one brews potions in a miserable hut somewhere in northwest Haywin. Buy something or not? Forgot to actually bring the other stuff with me. I think I went to bring it, but the inventory was full. But yeah, as far as I remember someone talking about it online, and the friend confirmed that was actually a thing. But yeah, Voldemort's mom used a love potion on a guy, I'm not sure if he even had magic, for a year before, you know, she started buying her own supply, and believed he truly did love her. And so that's why she stopped drugging him, and he was eventually able to escape his captor. It's a bit of the story that's completely glossed over. I can understand why. If they're going for a certain tone, there's some stuff you're going to want to ignore if you want to maintain that tone. But given how like dark the series got by the end of it, like, well, even early on they talk about people being tortured to death, so... But, like, the series tried to grow up with the people reading it. So they bring up, you know, date rapist and just kind of gloss over it. Again, I can understand why, but at the same time, it just kind of comes off weird. Like, he'd have been so much better if she had been in his life. Would he? Would he really? In some ways, I think he may have been worse. At least here, he just killed people. Not enslaved them. And, you know, had his way with them sexually. Oy. No, you can't sell to... Potion person does not buy these. Maybe they'll only buy what their actual stock is. Like, if they don't sell this potion, they won't buy this potion. But actually, speaking of this potion... God damn. That is insane. Because I just picked them up in the starter zone, in the crypt. There's a few of them on the ground. And they just respawn by the dickens. It's like you go in there and you can just gather a few. It's really easy. If the donkey even comes with you, you can just farm it. It's no issue. Why in the hell would I want to buy so many? Please, reel me that. Hammer. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna have to lose 3 inventory spaces. So it's gonna be 21 slots, not 22. But one of those slots will carry 5, so It just may not be able to stack stuff like the rest. So it's some diminishment, some benefit. Oh, you actually do them all. Magnificent. And they're now worth more. Goes from 1 to 7. Which would, to me, make it harder to justify selling it. So that'll mean a stack of trees worth 21. And the armor that I make is 5. So 21 plus 14 is 35. I think it went for 50 apiece. So if it went for 50 apiece, then it's still worthwhile. In my head, I was imagining the refined copper being just basically when you mine copper, you have, you know, you didn't have to do this extra step, basically. This isn't really that bad, though. I was almost imagining that it held. That is nice how the copper I just evicted from my bag is still counted towards this, rather than it needing to be a new action. So, wow, could learn something from that. Say if you're making something and you buy further reagents, they're not automatically added to the list. The way it's done is, you say if you craft all and there's 20, then you had enough for 25, it's still going off the original 20. You have to reissue the order. Oh. Okay. That only takes copper with impurities. This stuff is also annoying to deposit. Nope. I have to just like sit here and let it happen, and then yeah. Oh, you do get some XP for it though. That's nice. It's about the same as what you get for mining it in the first place. But yeah, this has got a real RuneScapey vibe to it. I like it. I'm not sure if it's got a strict RuneScape Classic look to it though, like old school RuneScape. I think it wouldn't have a bit more modern RuneScape vibe to it, would it? Not sure. That tongue of mine is stinging a little. Perfect. So it does work just fine. With all this you have to do, it's quite possible that the horse, like, you mine up another inventory, you start chiseling it down, the horse will probably turn up in the middle of it. It does take a time to do. But then you just go back to mining with a rather clear inventory and can then just whittle it down further and then send the horse off. So. Apparently you also can't safe spot in this. You can kite though. Damn. Apparently in Misty Woods there is very profitable fishing you can do. It is honestly actually easier to give it to the horse than putting it back in the bank yourself, because you can't, if you say deposit all, you deposit that stack, you don't deposit all. It would be nice if that was the case. Maybe have a deposit all button. Huh. Vegetable vendor. There is a plan on larger storage bags and a salvaging system. Farming specific items, sell them to specialty vendors instead of general stores, so they get double the usual rates. You can sell the cooked charcoal snappers at the Thornhill food vendor for 180 instead of usual 90. Okay, I may have missed out on a bit of cash then with the gear I was doing. You know, the other guy took it pretty well, that we're missing fingers, we're missing bones, you know, one's out of place. He took it very well. Honestly, this constant bickering going on right next to me here is actually kind of annoying, even though it's only popping up in text. It's just like, fine, here, take this money. Just fuck off. Like, I can understand they're frantic, but I'm just tired of hearing about it, or reading about it, as it may be. Like, this is seriously the best way to deposit it all. Because otherwise you're down to this. It's not the best of ways. What is my skills looking like? One argument I always see on, well, I've seen occasionally online, is that Hollywood depicts medieval towns wrong. They're too dirty, and they were pretty colourful, in all honesty, and that is partly right. But I've seen like villages that are meant to be recreations of the medieval village, but they're, in my view, will be far too clean. Like, these are spick span, not lived in kind of places. So both seem kind of wrong to me. You know, like, a place would be colorful, yeah, but it's also there's also going to be, you know, mud tracked in, and, you know, stuff like this, signs of wear and tear. You know, the places are too spick and span. It's kind of like an overcompensation. Okay, now I have a chance at making excellent bits of gear. The one issue I have is the lack of inventory space for those bars now. Oh well. I don't think they stack. Never gone fishing yet. Might be a good idea. Apparently there are fish that you can get that stack, and a full stack of them, of the stacked cooked fish, is worth about £1,000. Which sounds kind of ridiculous, honestly. Good, I have the hammer. Inventory full. Is there a quick way to drop? Yep. I feel like kind of ham-handed what I was trying to say about Harry Potter earlier. Like, I can get them not, you know, like, they may have, like, you know, a, you know, that may not be the story they want to tell, so they, you know, they just don't bring that kind of thing up, you know? That may be, you know, the character may take, you know, may now be a date rapist just with, you know, magic potion rather than, you know, roofies. That's not the kind of story they want to tell, so they just ignore that detail and move on. Um, I know in my own story there was a detail I was like, do I acknowledge this or do I... When the bars on the ground despawned. Hmm. Yeah, that's actually one issue, is those, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Yeah, I do think I did lose a little bit of iron, copper in that. Let's run back to the bank. The items despawn faster than I thought. I think one blinked out right before my eyes. And who knows how many more blinked out since. But yeah, part of me feels I ham-handed it. Like, I get the, you know, that may not be the story they want to tell, so they just ignore that detail. But at the same time, it just seems, just after someone pointing it out to me when I was younger, I glossed all over it because it was just like, I just took the story at face value. Um, but it just seemed, after someone pointing it out, basically, that's, it's just like, how do you just step around that? Like, my god. Um, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Yeah, I have lost a bit. I had like 106. Yeah, I've lost a bit. Goatsy. But yeah, like yeah, basically, I just feel like I ham-handed it. Like I get, it's not a story what they want to tell. And if they've stumbled onto a thing, sometimes just ignore it. Like there's some, like I'm trying to write my own novel, and there's a thing like, do I acknowledge this or do I just ignore it? Because it part of me feels like it's like an obvious thing to me of, here's an issue, but should I acknowledge it? I feel like it's kind of a thing I almost want to like raise as an option in the story, but I feel like I'm obligated to touch on it and then like word, to acknowledge it in some degree, and then just be like word of the author, like explain it. Because like in universe it can't be explained, so it's just a limit of characters' perception, if you get me. I'm trying to be vague here. It's kind of hard to do. But so I've debated ignoring points myself, but it's just after someone else pointing it out, it's just like, fuck yeah, that's all a love potion fucking is. It's just like a mind control potion. Make you know, she's just using it as a fucking date rape drug. Like, my god. So it's just like, once it was pointed out, it was just like a sweet, sweet fuck kind of moment. Uh, item despawn. Hmm. Oh, there's already mods for this game. Don't feel like using them though. Huh. Dude's, their itch.io page refers to this guy as Rotar's Sun Meadow, the cursed lord of Misty Woods. Okay, so it's 50. I'm just gonna use a fucking calculator as my mind is numb, right? Okay, 86. So 86 minus like 106. Oh, it's like 20 bars. Jesus. That's... goddamn. Players can't take items, can they? Hmm. Doesn't seem so. Items will only buy items that they have in stock. Except general stores will buy anything for a lower price. Oh, gracious master. If any weapons might please your eye, please don't hesitate to ask. I'll offer you my best price. Oh, pull yourself together and stop being sad, little weasel man, would you? Oh, heavens. Yes, I'm a sad little weasel. I'm so sorry. Please don't hurt me. I feel kind of bad for him, in all honesty. Sweet Jesus. $54. God damn. I missed out selling to the wrong person. Okay. I am very upset about losing the gear. The item despawn is a lot harsher than I expected. I feel going over with a full inventory is a bad idea. I'm thinking half inventory is better. Oh, this stuff has appeared. Probably because I leveled up enough. Jesus. Yeah, goddamn, that's just insane. So yeah, I made 930 from all that, even with the loss of material. I would have made a grand if I hadn't. Over it, easy. Doesn't annoy me that bars don't stack. Actually, that other place may be a good place to... You know, the village outside of here, up where I was noting had another mining spot. That might actually be a good place to work. You know, you mine there, you smith there, you send the stuff off with the horse, and you just keep doing it that way. The dude. Even if I'm only filling half an inventory, I am still getting 15 by no, not 15, 12 by 3. So that's like 36 bars. Still pretty good. It's just not as good as I thought it was gonna be. Excuse me. Ooh, an item of exceptional quality. Ooh, and it is worth more. 8 more copper. 8 more coins. Um, 4 more defense, though it goes down by 8 spell resistance. That kind of sucks. That's 4 more health. 4 more health. 4 more protection. Not bad. I'll hold on to it. Actually, I don't have the 8 defense to wear it. Yeah. I can sell it. Let's not. If you are wearing gear you made yourself, you're going to want to keep like remaking it and remaking it so you can get the exceptional iterations. So yeah, that is a hell of a lot of money I made. Could go and get some more skill ups. I'm nearly at 8. I need to 51 more XP. Nothing. Let's go here and grab my sword. We'll go to the quarry and deal with that quest. I'm fucking annoyed over the material I lost, but it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it. At least I know now rather than later. Magician Boy is also a quest I know of. If I... how about in here? Ooh, another area. Another forge in Anvil. It's a bit closer. Magician Boy. Ah, he's back there. You can teach him spells, and depending on the choices you make, determines the reward you get. Welcome to Crafter's Guild, friend. Huh. It's got all of the stuff right here. The bubbling is actually kind of annoying. Hello, sir. Want to see a magic trick? Sure. Boy shows you, the boy shows you his empty top hat, then pulls a carrot out of it. Ta-da! Wow, well done, kid. Keep practicing. Nice. I need to get more magic. I'll be like leveling everything as I go, so... 2, 3. Don't actually have the stuff for the beggars, but we can deal with that eventually. There's loot here, but I can't get it. It's after glitching into terrain. Annoying. Bren Atrick. It's close enough, I can't help but read it as an but a pun. Bren Atrick? Ben Affleck? Probably just being a little twitchy. I remember in Witcher them having Patrick DeWazy. Do I know you? Sasha sent me. Really? She was supposed to come herself. Yeah, she couldn't make it without raising suspicions, but she says she loves you and... How sweet. It's a shame she didn't show up, but that's okay. Message for her. I'm gonna whisper it in your ear, okay? That stupid girl isn't safe in her father's manor. When I'm done with you, she'll be next. Ugh. Does my armor look extra green? Ooh, nice. Bren, I don't care what you think the girl can and cannot do. Boss says the plan is moving along as expected. Nobody's asking questions. Nobody except that girl, so get rid of her and report back to me. Hey. It's another general store. Greetings, fella. Welcome to my shop, which I dare say is every bit as good as that last season in the Northern District. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Folk prefer to shop elsewhere? Yeah, well, yeah, because this is a poor part of the town, of the city. But I keep a tight shop and my prices are right. My goods are good, so what do you say? Do you think he sells a few extra bits over her? I also, in theory, can buy back the items that despawn from scavengers. But that may be just items that I lose from when I die. We'll see. Didn't think there'd be one right here in the city. Are you looking for some recycled goods? Nah. The horse prancing about. Here, give me a sec. Hey folks, and I'm back. Ooh. Look for conflicts of my men moved to battlefields. So the armor and weapons back to participants for a markup. I did the same thing. It's a good idea. It's pretty easy actually, and also profitable. I did it in EVE Online when I was in test. Wish this would... yeah, I did a bit when I was in test, and I wish this would stop auto-scrolling. Fuck, that's obnoxious. Never mind. You're back. Did you go to quarry? Do you have news for me? Yes, Bren was disappointed he couldn't kill you, so he tried to kill me instead. What happened? Is he dead? I killed him, but he's carrying this letter. They don't want me prodding around. Do you understand what this means? Oh, right! There is a conspiracy. Any idea who's behind the letter? It's only signed as A. Curses, that doesn't mean anything. Maybe their name begins with an A, but it could be anyone. I need to think about this, but first I think but first I did say I would think of a reward for the risk you took in bringing me this. That's all my friends, and we put together a tiny sum as payment. Perfect. I need gold. It's all yours. Now I need to think long and hard about this letter. It's their only clue. Right. Good luck. Mir doesn't seem too smart, but maybe just hope for his daughter. 500 gold.